This is the Besotted Pride of West London podcast, and I'm coming to you here from New Griffin Park. And as you can hear, we're rocking all over the world as the Liverpool, the mighty Liverpool came down to New Griffin Park, and the score ended up the mighty Bees 3, the Liverpool 1. What a game, what a result, and I don't know what else to say. This Premier League journey for us has been pretty incredible because there's been all sorts of stuff been going on. Smashing Chelsea, smashing Man United, smashing Man City, smashing Arsenal, and now we smashed Liverpool off the park. I mean, does it get any better than this?
I genuinely don't know what to say, Bill. To me, right now, that's up there with all those other games you mentioned. That was just, a couple of goals ruled out. They're a really, really good team, Liverpool, and we're as good as these teams. I don't know where we can go with this team. I'm actually quite emotional right now. That was just staggering, and the subs that came on, and people like Godos chipping in and seeing Sorensen back. We haven't got any big names. We didn't have our biggest name playing, and we just beat Liverpool.
And this was here we go. It's all going off here today. What a result! What a game! I mean, it's almost like you don't even want to talk about the game because you want to talk about the moments, don't you?
It was just fantastic. I mean, every player on our pitch was brilliant. Even when we made the substitutions, it didn't make us any worse. Like it did against Tottenham. That was magnificent throughout. Rico Henry must be the best player in the Premiership right now, in any position, because he played all over that pitch anyway. Left, right, midfield, up front. It was magnificent. Absolutely brilliant performance. Really good goals. I mean, VAR was massive in that game, and we could have had 4 or 5. Absolutely magnificent performance. Brilliant.
Listen, he's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Liverpool's defence was terrified today, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. The Brentford, no Ivan Toney, a sense of team spirit and belief. He's unbelievable.
Oh, it's all going off here. Listen to it. Listen. There's no cameras, but you can hear the vibe in this place. It's all kicking off here today. The whole players on the pitch, the fans in the stadium, you Bees, you Reds, come on. Wicked, absolutely wicked. Loving this vibe. Liverpool fans gone. They're done. Gone. They're out of the stadium. Gone. I don't even know if we're going to catch any of them tonight. But today, again, makes you proud to be a Bees fan. As I'm here doing a little two-step. Anyone knows the two-step? You're like 1 foot to the left, 1 foot to the right. Like jogging. But listen, what a game.
What a game, absolutely amazing. Brentford, little old Brentford, taught Liverpool a lesson. Tactically, physically, and in terms of finishing. Absolutely amazing. Thomas Frank, give the guy a knighthood. He's been amazing, honestly.
What do you say tactically? How do we do them? What lessons do we give him?
How to play.
Wait a second. Because Weiss's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Weiss's on fire. Boom! La 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 la. It's all kicking off here. It's all kicking off in this place. Bang, bang. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having a right good jump up here with all the rest of the fans. It's all, yes, you Reds. So tactically, what's going on?
You Reds. We were content to give them possession. We were content to soak up the pressure and then to hit them on the quick transition. And that's what we did. The ball over the top for the last goal, that just typified how we played. A couple of times we got forward, and exactly like the 3-3 last season, we also put crosses deep into the box, and there were 2-3 men sometimes on Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Excuse me, want to have a little sing-song? Bing bong! La 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 la. It's all kicking off here. Woo! Yeah, you Reds. I've got a Liberal Nick in the house. The Liberal Nick. What a game! What a result!
It wasn't a bad start to 2023, was it? Yeah, no.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to all the listeners too. Yeah, no, that was a very, very good performance. Fantastic to see Weissa score a goal. Even better to see Brian get in as well, because he put in a real shift today. You know, we turned up wondering what would happen without our sort of leading goal scorer. Who worries? Who cares? Liverpool weren't bad today at all, but actually Brentford were just better. We are a great team. Roll on, next game.
You bees. Listen, I'm going to try and catch characters here as I'm slipping out of the zone here. Slipping out of the zone. Characters. Talk to me. I love this. I love this moment.
It's an extraordinary game. I mean, you know, just before we scored that third goal, I didn't take the point. You know, it was backs to the wall for so much of that second half. Yeah, okay, Thomas Frank will say we didn't concede. You know, there were no big chances. But let's face it, you know, we were hanging in there. We were hanging in there for so much second half. But look, you know, Thomas Frank would have told them, look, the chances are going to come. And look, Brian what a phenomenal finish that was for that third goal. Absolutely extraordinary. Took it so well. Really world class. Fantastic night.
What a game!
Unbelievable atmosphere. It's been fantastic. You know, Thomas Frank wanted a fortress and he got one tonight. A brilliant performance. That's it. We stuck together. It looked a bit nervy when they came back into the second half. But yeah, brilliant result. Absolutely. Come on, UBs.
Listen, come on! Celebration! Come on!
Jamie, what's the score?
It's a celebration.
Well done, Beats. You just, mate. I had £100 on when we went 2-0 up on Liverpool, or on the draw rather. As I love to lose. Someone had told me when we were losing away at Aldershot for £100, I could watch us Beats and Liverpool.
I know it's so loud. They sounded like Aldershot, didn't they?
They sounded it, mate. They sounded like they're at Anfield. It sounded like Anfield today. It's so boring. What a run. What's that, 10 points from 12? Easy peasy. We're in Europe now. We're in Europe.
Yeah.
Watch out, Shakhtar, Sheriff,
Sheriff,
Interpol,
yeah.
whatever.
Interpol, Sheriff, come on, we're on the way. We're on the way. What was going on here?
That's fantastic, mate. The first half was so good, could have been 4-0 at half time, which is kind of could have been. But it's weird, we're 2-1 up, we're holding on a bit, and we're all thinking, it's not good enough, because the expectations are so high now. I'm buzzing. I'm sort of nonsense. I'm really fucking buzzing. End of that game was so good. I'm gonna go and enjoy it, mate. I thought I'd go home early, but I'm not now. I'm gonna go and get pissed. See you later.
Everyone's out here. They're jumping. People are bouncing off the walls here. Bouncing off the walls. Talk to me about that. Come on. Talk.
Well,
talk to me.
We'd just beaten Liverpool, and we totally deserved it. I'm just thinking. You know, it wasn't like we're playing them in the FA Cup and scraping it through. We totally deserved that. We totally deserved it.
Talk to me about the game. I mean, Liverpool, they played some good football there, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think we've just found a certain amount of just resolute defending and belief that we're going to keep them out. Yeah. Brilliant.
And I mean, look at them. Do they look shocked? Do they look shocked? What is going on?
Well, look, you've got to remember to play the team rather than the badge or the shirt. And if you weren't thinking, it's Liverpool, then I don't think we'd have been quite as panicked holding on at 2-1. But, you know...
Were you worried at 2-1?
Well, of course I was. I've been around too long. But, you know, what a fantastic ball from Norgard.
Norgard, the number Brian, one. Norgard's a man.
For that, Brian came through and just kept his calm and put it in, and that was just a new level of pottiness.
Yes, pottiness encapsulated, as I say. What a game, what a team, what a day, what a happy new year. Just tell me what a. Give me a water.
I better not, because I'll probably swear.
But we're used to you swearing now, Ali.
It was fucking brilliant. I loved it. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so proud of every single one of them. We fought really hard. Was a little bit worried when they got that goal very early in the second half. But God, we deserved that. And 10 points for those 4 games is flipping brilliant. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we are Champions League quality at the moment now. Champions League Brentford, you know what I'm saying?
I think we could do a league to start saying we're champions of Europe, can't we?
I don't think they'd allow it, though, if we call ourselves champions of Europe. Yeah.
It was an absolutely brilliant evening. Fantastic football. Got the win. Special mention for Rico, who was flipping even more brilliant than he normally is. And Matty has got a song. I'm going home really happy.
Easy life.
You read.
So listen, talk to me. Listen, I love it. games like this when people are queuing up to be interviewed. Normally I'm running around with my microphone trying to get people, but people are like, I'm like, whoa, there's a queue literally around New Griffin Park here to chat because everyone is so happy. Talk to me about that game.
Oh, do you know what? I mean, for starters, I just want to say I'm really happy for the few people that were alive. The last time we beat Liverpool, which was 1938, I found out. So, I mean, if they were allowed to see that, that's amazing. But, I mean, we just turned up. We just wanted it from the off, didn't we? First half, Liverpool didn't have a look in. We could have been 4-0 up. Obviously, the 2 disallowed goals. But that all gets inside Alisson's head at the end of the day. He's conceded 4 goals inside the first half. And, we had our little struggle that we always tend to, about 60 minutes, 70 to 75, that 15 minutes. But Frank knows what he's doing. He times the subs perfectly. He's patient with it, waits for that 70-minute mark, and it clearly paid off. I was a bit confused why Mbeumo stayed on, and that third goal was obviously why he needed to be there. He was hungry enough for it.
And talk about Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool, good side. They were playing some good football today as well. And at times, we wouldn't say we were struggling. I mean, there's games when we're like, I think backs to the wall. I know a lot of fans here are a bit nervous. I wasn't as nervous as I've been other games when the teams start to come back. But still, they play some good football, though.
Oh, no, they really did. Salah looked really, really dangerous. He was turning on a sixpence. And, I mean, had it not been for Ben Mee and Henry pulling in some absolute blinding defending, and we probably could have let in a couple more. But that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about when a team turns up the heat and they turn in the second half a completely transformed side, which I'd argue Liverpool completely did. To be able to still cope with it, that's what distinguishes good sides from great sides at the end of the day.
So, I mean, we've got like 100 points out of the last 3 games or something like that. Where do we go from here?
I know, that's right. I was a bit nervous at this run-up of games, to be honest, isn't it? But to get 7 from 9, very, very impressive. Gives us a bit of confidence going into this stint, potentially about Ivan Toney. We'll see how his knee is. But no, the only way is up. That's all I can say.
UBs. So we've got fan in the house. The DLT. He's I'd say he's a neutral fan. He's been to see the Bees quite a few times, and he's very impressed. And I'm just going to talk to you because you like to talk a little bit of tactics and how we dealt with this game. DLT. You were very impressed by how we out-clopped.
Well, completely, and utterly, just brilliant.
And how? Tell me.
Well, I think you just trapped them in. You brought them into your little trap, and they were playing balls from side to side. It was like a bunch of crabs playing in the Liverpool shirts. They just all they did was pass the ball side to side because they couldn't get through you. And then when they did try to get through you, they played sort of hopeless crosses into Núñez. Arnold in particular playing hopeless crosses into Núñez in the first half, which were easy to defend, or you made them look easy to defend. So I think tactically you outclassed them, really did. It's quite something considering it's Klopp.
And again, I'm going to ask you the question because the thing about it is that, this is a team, Champions League, big team, top of the league. Would you not have expected them to have changed this up? Would you not expect them to deal with it? And also the other thing I was going to say to you is that Ivan Toney isn't playing today. And, everyone's saying that he's like he's the big wig. And he was out the side. So technically they should be able to take care of us.
Maybe that helped you a little bit because they were probably all prepared for Ivan Toney. He did play the previous game in Tottenham, didn't he? So I don't know. I don't think. I mean, you're talking about the best manager in the world you're up against, pound for pound, money for money, and all that sort of thing. Better than everybody else. So for him to be outclassed by you, your manager, and your players was quite something. It really was. It's brilliant.
Again, we talked to some of the fans here, and they said that. One of the things, and I know it's a very easy thing for a fan to say, is that Brentford wanted it more than Liverpool. Personally, I don't think it's necessarily a thing of wanting it more because I think that's just too simplistic because it's almost like, saying the Liverpool players didn't want it. But at the end of the day, I suppose that they're playing a certain way and they didn't seem to be able to switch out the way that they're playing.
I don't know. I think that's a bit of a condescending statement, really, to say your players wanted it more. I think your players were better, technically better, tactically better, just better. Just better footballers tonight. They really were. There's a lot of very, Liverpool. I can't think of anything. There was any real penetration from Liverpool. The goal was offside. Núñez was a good penetration. Robertson coming on. A couple of flashes at the beginning. All whimpered out after about 15 minutes though, because he didn't have another attack after about 15 minutes, did he? So I think you just cut down the space all the time, and that's just good tactics and good technical players.
Listen, we're in the Globe here and we've got the Liverpool fans in the house. First thing I want to say to you is that these guys, we met them last season, totally respectful. They've come down here, they respect the Bees, they had a laugh last year. They came down to the Globe 4 months later after we beat Newcastle. We didn't even know they were coming down, but they came down here because they said they had such a great time with the Brentford fans and they wanted to tip their hats to us, and we had a great night with them again. Like I said to you, totally unannounced that they came down, and they've come down here again today. And like I said to you, sometimes things go your way. You beat us up at Anfield last time very comprehensively, I think, but this time the tables were turned a bit and we got a bit of a result. I know everyone's having a little bit of sing-song and everything like that. You've got your hotel down there, but still it was it was you can't listen. I'm happy. You can tell I'm happy, innit?
Listen, I know we're happy here because we've come down here today probably expecting to win, at the least to get a draw. Third place is you were the better team through the whole 90 minutes, at least the first half. You dominated so much. It was frightening. You were so good. Second half, I thought we were better. Still not good enough. And you got the third goal. Game over. We left. We come back to this boozer now. The Brentford fans are so good to us. It's just been fantastic. So hospitality is fantastic. We love coming here. We'll be back again. Thanks very much.
That's all right. Listen, I'm just going to ask, and again, I'm not trying to shoot a dog when it's down, but I'm just going to say, Liverpool last season were wicked. What's happened this season? Because, I talked about earlier on, the first game of the season, we're not happy with Fulham. We wanted you to destroy Fulham, and it didn't happen. And it's kind of like it's been a bit stop-start for you this season, isn't it?
I'll be absolutely honest with you. I think our midfield has been our problem all season. I think we're too leggy. I think teams bypass us through midfield. I thought you today completely bypass us through midfield. We're clutching at straws in midfield. Jugen Klopp knows what he's doing, but I seriously think we need to strengthen so much in midfield. Jude Bellingham would be fantastic, but you'd have to break the bank, and I'm not sure that's the answer. I swear to them, I don't know if it's the answer. I think we need to strengthen. I think we need more legs in midfield. When we was the best team in the league, best team in the world, which is not long ago, the midfield was fantastic. We had three great strikers, but they only got the chances because midfield made the chances for them.
Listen, we got Liverpool fans in the house. Like I said to you, respect to you boys coming down here every year. We have good drinks with you. We have good jokes with you. We didn't know you before 12 months ago, but now it seems like that we're old chums here. That you come down here every time. You come into the Globe here. Listen, respectful. We go up to Liverpool. We've seen Earl, Earl's not here. What's happened to Earl, man?
Earl's gone.
He's on another planet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's finished him.
Yeah. Do you think Earl might have had a sort of a premonition about today?
He might have had a premonition about the game today. I think so. Yeah.
Listen, Earl, it's all your fault, man. All the Liverpool fans, they're going to be talking to you next game saying it's all your fault. But listen, just talking about this game today, obviously as a Brentford fan, and I'm not saying it disrespectfully to you, because obviously, we played Grimsby and Halifax and Scunthorpe and all this, and that's where we're at now. But we've just beaten Liverpool probably for the first time in about 3,400,000 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy. You talk to me about this game, though.
Well, I think it was a fantastic game today for Brentford. I think Brentford, the first half, I think he just took over the game. I think he was very, very good in the game. I said, I'm lucky that I was here in 84, was it? When we played here in 84 in the League Cup.
I was here, and you were here?
Yeah, I was here.
That was a mad night, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a mad night. I always remember that it was... you had porter cabins, actually, on the thing, because I think he was doing some work on the ground. This was the old Griffin Park, obviously. So I was here in 84, or whatever it was. But tonight, I think... To be honest, I think you took over in the first half. I think you was very, very good team today. And I take my hat off to say it was a great performance. I said, but I thought we was back in it when we got the goal back. but unfortunately it was a mistake by our defenders that give you the 3-1 league. And but I would say, what a fantastic performance by Brentford, and I made up for the team like Brentford to where they was and to where they are now. I think that's fantastic. In the day of financial, the money that's in the game at the minute, I think Brentford's doing a fantastic job, and I would like to say, brilliant.
Okay, listen, Ricky, we'll have more drinks tonight. Listen, and I appreciate you lot coming down here as well, man, which is all good. And also, we'll see you back on up in Liverpool for Coronation weekend. Because there'll be a coronation that weekend.
We're going to beat you 7-0.
Listen, mate, we've beaten you today, so we don't care. We absolutely don't care. We've got another Liverpool fan in the house. Listen. I want to talk to you about. Listen, just talk to me about. Forget about the game. Talk to me about your experience coming down here, because you always book a hotel around the corner, and it's almost like you're win or lose, aren't you? Win or lose, you're on the booze. Is that right?
100%. I absolutely a pleasure coming down to Brentford and meeting great supporters of either side of the football club. I enjoy it so much. It's all about me. The game's a bonus. It's the people you meet means more to me.
And then again, I'm not. I mean, the game is a bonus. Obviously, it's a big bonus to us today because we got the 3 points. But just quickly, just talk to me about the game today.
To be honest, mate, I think Brentford deserved it. Absolutely deserved everything they've got. I think Liverpool was absolutely terrible, but there's not much you can say. You know, Brentford absolutely deserved what they got. Liverpool. That's
I'm going to ask a question, because earlier on in the podcast, somebody said that Thomas Frank out-tacticked Klopp today. Do you think that's right?
No, I disagree with that. I wouldn't say out-tactics him. It's just Liverpool's midfield is the problem, and Klopp can see it. But unfortunately, he needs to address it and address it quick. He does. He really does. It really does. It's bad. It's bad news at the moment for Liverpool.
So, I mean, your season. I mean, I had Neil from the Anfield Rap. If you want to check it out, Pride of West London on there as well beforehand. And, you know, he was saying that, you know, this season, obviously you never write it off, but he says that, you know, you've had a number of key games that you haven't picked up points from, and as a result of that, you have to rule certain things out. So he's saying that, you know...
No, I still think it definitely, I wouldn't say definitely, but top 4 is our aim now. That's it. That is our aim. Maybe the FA Cup, but we need to step it up if we want to get top 4. There's better teams around us at the moment. Yeah.
Fair play, and I'll catch up with you later. Listen, you want to listen? One more? You want to chat? You want to talk to me? No, he doesn't. There's no more. So we're all done here. And the Liverpool corner. So I'm going to come around to listen. This is the Dubai B, the Bahraini B, the Dubai B in the house now. He's flown straight in from Dubai. He was there today, and via Ireland as well. Like I'm saying, I was with him obviously in Qatar. I saw him a couple of weeks ago in Qatar, and then we're reunited, and it feels so good.
I've seen you more times than my wife, but wow, beating Liverpool 3-1 at home, amazing. And to be honest, managed the second half. I know they came at us and got the goal in the beginning of the second half, but I thought we managed it quite well after that. I just thought it was pretty comfortable. Look, you know, teams like Liverpool, yeah? Teams like Liverpool, yeah. Not like Barnsley. Teams like Liverpool. Mate, wow, I'm still a bit stunned. 3-1, Liverpool, 26 points, looking upwards. I think we're up to 7th now.
Yeah, we are. I mean, let's forget the facts. Let's just go back to the game. But were you nervous? I mean, first half, it's cool, but second half when they scored a goal.
Obviously, when they get a goal back, you're looking at it, and they had their 5-10 minute spell, and you're starting to look back at games like Tottenham and on Boxing Day, and you think, oh, are we? But I think we weathered it a bit like we managed the second half like we did against West Ham the other day. But, you know, Tottenham, I think we learnt lessons from the Tottenham game. Managed it so well, and by the end, I wasn't worried at all.
And this game as well, because I mean, you live in Dubai, so you can't watch every Brentford game, but you see a lot of games on the TV. So you see So you see this, you see it, you see the replays, you hear the commentary. So you probably know more about what's going on than today. Today, you watch the game in the South Stand. Thanks to Harry B as well, who sorted your tickets out as well. So
thank you very much. And great atmosphere. First time in the new stadium. Walked around it a few times, but what an atmosphere! What a stadium, man! Where you know, where we've come from is just fantastic. Honestly, Bill, I'm looking upwards now. I'm really looking upwards with this team. Where we're going to go?
Where do we go from here? Let's have a look here.
We're going to Europe. I don't care. How do we get there? I don't care. All I know is Brentford's on it. I don't know, mate. I'm just fatalistic there. Not even bothered now. 26 points, not bothered.
Yes, as you know, we've picked up a lot of American bees in the last couple of years as well. And what's your name?
Jeff Simpson.
Jeff. We've got the Jeff in the house. And where are you from, Jeff?
Washington, D.C., the DC Bees.
It's got the DC Bees in the house, you know what I'm saying? We had Adam last week, who's from Baltimore as well, like, you know. And we've got the Sarnecki as well, who's like in between DC and Baltimore. So there's all sorts of... And then we got the bias people who are up in that part of the world. So there's a lot of bees there, but the moan that they have is that you lot need to get together to actually watch matches together. You know what I'm saying? You need to sort it out. You need to work it out. But anyway, it's not a moan. This game here today, how good was that?
It was beautiful. I'll say, coming from the States, there's not an atmosphere like that you can find in the United States. And so it's worth the trip for the American Bees listening. It's worth the trip over to London. Make sure you get a ticket through the right sources, but it's worth the trip. The atmosphere is incredible. I had such a good time.
And I mean, you've obviously come over here. Please, I mean, you know, just talk to me just briefly about. I mean, you were talking about the atmosphere of the trip. You're in the pub as well, which obviously you enjoyed as well. What about the game itself? I mean, Liverpool are, you know, they're no mugs. Liverpool.
They're not, and without Ivan, I was a bit nervous, particularly because we didn't have that target man, and Frank likes that target man. When we go 3-5-2, he likes to go the long ball. We were great on the second ball today. Wisa was on fire. That last Mbumo goal.
Their defence was terrified, apparently, wasn't it?
Their defence was terrified, that Mbumo goal, but the offensive side, our back five tonight, incredible. Rico, incredible. Pinnock, great job.
So, I mean, there's lots of songs going on here. You probably heard it a bit about Brentford going on a European tour.
Brentford going on a European tour.
Where's it going to go for the Bees this season? What do you think?
I hope we can do Europe, but I listen to the podcast, and so I'm not
too early.
Maybe a little too early. I'm grateful for every single win we have. I celebrate every single 3 points we celebrate. We'll see where it goes.
So listen, we got some sort of fantasy football winner here today, who wants to talk about his fantasy football win more than he wants to talk about the fact that we've actually smashed the champions of the universe at New Griffin Park today.
Well, I have to say, I was singing about being the greatest team in the world, but I actually believed it after today. Phenomenal. Beat Liverpool. We've only just beat City a few weeks ago. Absolutely fabulous. And I can't quite believe it. Now, you might detect from my accent that I don't originally come from Brentford, but I have lived here and supported the team since 1987. Now, I know a lot of people go a lot further back than that, but this has got to be one of the best days ever in that time. Absolutely wonderful.
And I mean, listen, I'm still I'm without words here today, and all I've got is people just talking about how proud they are about how Brentford have taken apart, because it wasn't a lucky win at all. It was clinical. It's almost like we knew exactly what we were doing. Yeah, we took a few chances here and there, but we kind of took them apart because we knew we were going to hit them on the break. And if we hit them on the break as well, okay, we got the corners as well. That's where we're going to hit them. We scored today. It was 3-1. but it should have been, 5-1? We scored another couple of goals that were disallowed.
Could easily have been. In fact, I'm not sure that one of Wissa's goals should have been chalked off, but leaving that aside, I think if you'd come to that game for the first time, you might have thought Brentford were lucky. But we weren't lucky, because that's the way we play. And teams don't break us down, and we hit them in the break. And we did it again today, against they've got to be one of the top teams in the world.
Ivan Toney, we mentioned he wasn't playing today. I'm going to ask you, do you think this was an advantage for us? Did this play into our hands?
Sorry, ask the question again.
Well, the fact that Ivan Toney didn't play today, do you think that this actually kind of played into our hands? The fact that, maybe Liverpool were expecting him to play because we sort of said, Ivan's going to play today, and they got a plan for him. All of a sudden, they see Wissa up front, or they see Mbeumo up front, and they're all confused.
No, I don't think Liverpool would have been fazed by Toney not playing, or indeed Wissa playing. What I will say is that Wissa came in and did a job.
Wissa's on fire, you know that, by the way. Wissa's on fire.
Absolutely.
Their defence was terrified.
Yeah, and he could easily have got a hat-trick today. Easily.
And he did, and so, because there's been question marks about Wissa, but he's showing that he's a player that, I think that Wissa is a player who we stick him out on the wing, but I think he causes more damage down the middle.
He's a goal scorer, and certainly if we don't have Toney, we need a goal scorer, and he does that. He gets a high percentage of the chances that he gets in the net, and that is very important. But I would like to say a thing about a couple of other players today. I thought Pinnock was huge. He won everything in the air. Absolute giant in defence. We all know Rico's fabulous. He had another great game. That defence as a whole, though, that's where these victories get built from. The fact that teams cannot break us down. West Ham had about 70% of the possession the other day there. Didn't break us down. Liverpool, 3% I think it was today, managed one goal against us. That says a whole lot about the back four, the goalkeeper, and not least Norgard, who player of the year last year, continuing that sort of form this year.
So listen, look, we need to get back and have some beers in the boozer here. It's still in the Globe. Like I said, Liverpool fans are here, Bees fans are here. Everyone's very, very happy. We probably just need a bit of a positive Anfield wrap, as we say. And we haven't got the Anfield wrap on because they came on the previous podcast as well. We love the Anfield wrap. They're great, Neil, and I think they're going to tip their hats to us like the Liverpool fans did here as well. Because what I do like about them is they have got respect. They're like football fans, and at the end of the day, is that if we go to somewhere, other than Fulham that is, and they beat us, we'll tip our hat and say, fair play, you beat us fair and square. You know what I'm saying? Villa beat us 4-0, fair and square. Fair play, you beat us 4-0, fair and square. And Liverpool fans, that's what they've done to us. We've played fans, and they've come and we've beaten them, and they've gone, oh no, cheat the referee. No, none of that over here. So fair play to Liverpool fans. I've got a lot of respect for Liverpool fans. It's all good. But listen, just coming back to that just quickly, what a brilliant night, day, game, good goal, and Mbeumo, brilliant substitution, Thomas Frank, tactics, everything.
Yeah, I'm still shaking my head in disbelief at what we've just witnessed. That could have been 3-3, it could have been 5-3, it could have been any score, but
it could have been 10-0 to Brentford.
Brentford were absolutely phenomenal, absolutely brilliant. I mean, going through some of the players, Rico Henry, absolutely immense. The guy was popping up on the left, he's popping up on the right, he was winning challenges. He personified that kind of hunger and greater desire that the Brentford players had tonight. And I'm sure that Liverpool get this all the time, where teams they play against and players they play against up their game by 25-30% every single time, motivated by playing against Liverpool. But no excuse, Liverpool were tactically outdone today. Physically, Brentford were just too much for them. We showed that we can play without the Tony tactics, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but when Tony is playing for us, we play in a certain way, and it really suits us, and it really helps us, pick holes in certain teams. But it all comes back again to Thomas Frank being an absolutely brilliant tactician. He said before the match that Tony might play. It's likely he might play. He absolutely teed it up that, the opposition would think, okay, Brentford's going to play in the Brentford way. Tony didn't play, and we set up in a different way, but that way was still effective. And we went at Liverpool, but we knew what moments to go at Liverpool. It was to let them have possession at the back, let them play it around, let them spread it from, Tsimikas to Trent Alexander, or from Robertson in the second half to Trent, and, spray that play and to applaud, some of those players, with great touches and nice skills. But it was ineffectual because what Brentford did was they pressed in the right areas of the pitch, they won the ball back, they transitioned, and they just went at Liverpool, and they just spotted Liverpool's weaknesses and absolutely exploited them to the absolute max. Absolute max. And I'm so proud of our team tonight. It was absolutely brilliant what Thomas Frank set them up to do to hurt a team like Liverpool.
Teams like Liverpool, as we say. So listen, I think on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. This is the Besotted Pride of West London podcast. I'm Billy Grant here, and I've had great pleasure talking to Bees fans, talking to Liverpool fans in the house. Don't forget to subscribe to us on all good podcast channels, and also write us a lovely review. And we will promise we will write out the reviews. We've just been so mad sort of doing things that we haven't had time to, but we will do if you write us a lovely review, especially on iTunes. Also, don't forget to buy us a beer, besotted.com/beer. Don't forget to sign up to our social media channel, besotted.com/global. But other than that, I just want to remind you that we've just beaten Liverpool. We've just smashed Liverpool. We've absolutely taken Liverpool apart. We have actually done the business over Liverpool. Everyone's really happy that we've done Liverpool. Hey, we've done Liverpool. We've done Liverpool. Teams like Liverpool. Teams like Liverpool. And now I'm going to say